Looks pretty nice. Where is it? We are in Tokyo, Japan, the capital. It's a tiny park situated in a valley where the stream flows. There's a water spring, maybe a kilometer, not even, yeah, maybe a kilometer away. And you can see there's a bridge here, so we are at the bottom. Hello, good morning. Where are you from? Space. These are bamboo. Look at that. They grow so high. I heard here somewhere a vegetable stand where you can buy vegetables. But where? Don't see anything. Somebody's house here. Maybe I can go there and see. The streets are so narrow here. I came here once with a car and it was not nice to drive here. Oh, it's somebody's house. Is it? Yeah, it's somebody's house there. I thought it's the temple. I wanna visit Japan. Yeah, I live here. I live in Yokohama and Tokyo. There is somebody's house here too. Look at this. This is a fancy, like a warehouse from Middle Ages. Some people who are still wealthy keep these ones on their land. Long time ago, well, not that long time ago, there was just forest here. Oh, someone is growing eggplants here. What do we have here? Companies, industrial power products, Subaru, Mitsubishi. Company. Oh, this is a kitchen company. Looks like companies and houses around here. Where is the vegetable stand? There's somebody's house there too again. Let's go and see one more place. Oh, there's a little shrine up here. How nice. You can hear cicada buzzing. The insect of the Japanese summer. If you watch movies and it's a summer season, you will hear cicada. They are very loud. The sign says it's a intersection here. Very confusing intersection, right? Look at that. Look at that. Let's go up here. One last trek and then we'll go back to the park. It's grass, yeah, it's been raining, and in the summer, everything becomes like jungle. If you don't cut this, like, you might not see your house anymore. It's a lot of work. It's like shoveling snow in the winter. Car is coming. Come on, this is gonna be hilarious. This is gonna be, oh my gosh, it just fits. Just fits. What if another car comes, right? That's the beauty. Ohayou gozaimasu. That's the beauty of driving in Japan. Sometimes we go into the mountains like this and there's a bus on the other side. Like, what do you do? Okay, I don't see any I don't see any vegetables here. I have to ask again. Oh, this just goes up here. I don't know. This is the back of the park. Somebody's property here. I think I'm going to go down. Go down, chill in the park before it becomes hot. It is morning right now. And the working day, so we won't see many people in the park. Huge trees here. Somebody's land over there, they're growing. I think potatoes. Look at these mirrors. This is what you have to use everywhere here to see what's over there. Like so many intersections have this. How do you even make a turn here? Actually, you just don't make a turn. I think here it says you cannot pass on this road down because it goes to the park. It's written by hand. Someone's gonna get stuck here someday. Person who cannot read. And now we are in the park again. Bamboo, spiders. Look at that, it's dark. Beautiful. A long time people lived here and they depended on the stream that flows down here from the water spring upstream. Today there's only a watermill left. Just nice. You can actually, people grow wheat here, in park people, and you can go and mill it into flour and bake some goods. Clock installed, very nice. Here's the best chill place. It's like a pond. Almost reminds me of the game called Glade, where you paint different paths and that, you know, the game just comes alive, fills things for you. I wonder if there are any fish. Might be sleeping. The water is crystal clear. You can see the bottom. It flows down into the stream. Oh, the wheel is smoothly moving. Just wonder how long does it take to mill the flour. Seen some of these mills. I think it's a tedious process, even with this. Look at this bamboo. Wow, there's a moon up there. That's so cool. Can I zoom in? The moon and the green. Nice. Half moon. kind, stopping the leak. But it's difficult. The back of the watermill, when you have to diverge the stream to your wheel. We have here a little shrine. This is not the real shrine. The water flows here and there. The overflow goes over there. It's an interesting system. Able to eat lunch or chill or study. There are even toilets here, so you really want to come to the park, except that it might be too hot later. In different seasons may be preferable. Those are hydrangeas, the rainy season flowers, but they're mainly finished. And there's a white one over there. Let's go on. See, most of the blossoms have fallen. Oh, this not the hydrangea, it's something else. Stream flowing here. This is a plum orchard. These trees are plums, except this one is a cherry. It's already losing leaves. The first tree maybe to lose leaves for the season are the cherries. Plums have lots of plums, yummy, and also beautiful flowers in the spring. In February, April are the cherries. This is like a plum heaven. We put a hive here and probably will have a plum honey, but since it's winter, I don't think the bees will make it. Beautiful calming stream. It's amazing how much water comes out of the water spring uphill to create this. Here we have private land, or maybe it's government. The stream has fireflies. Maybe a month ago. Oh, they're fish. Quite big for a spring. They're eating breakfast, I guess. I only saw them in the winter. They were a few centimeters. Now they're bigger than usual. Wow, look at this, some kind of a citrus. here. And chestnuts as well. I guess that's bush warbler singing. And up here, the farmer has sold the land. I think they're going to build many houses in there. It's a lot of land, a lot of money. Let's peek in. Oh, more fish. More fish down there. These are maple trees. In the autumn, you can imagine beautiful colors with the stream. Perfect photo opportunity. I wonder what's going to be up there. They actually peeled this wall. There's an Audi car parked. There were so many trees here, now it's bare. Ooh, very slippery here. Looks like an island. Stream flows on the both sides of this tree. The tree is just growing. Nice. Ooh, look at ants working. After 3 days of rain, lots of things get active, plants grow, ants have to rebuild their mounds. Maybe someone will come to do some maintenance. This is supposed to be the firefly area here. Rotary Club sponsored. Someone is donating money to keep this place nice. So calming. I guess it's well designed. You build a city, you have to leave the place for the water to flow. Maybe plant some trees, organize some rocks. Things look again beautiful. I know some parts of the city they just cover rivers like this. They just stop existing. Maybe there's a road above. Yeah, it looks like still somebody's garden. Wish I could go around. Very slippery here. Whoa. Quite deep in here. Sun is coming up. It's going to be a hot day today. I think 33 Celsius. Not bad. It's quiet, not super hot, so that's good. Nice sounds from this waterfall. And this one, some moss. This is behind somebody's house. I can get there and see. What could it be? Let's go and see what's being built. I hope there's access road, because I've never seen that place before. One of those mirrors again. And one over there. You see how tedious driving is in Japan? You gotta check the mirrors. And if there's a cyclist, you almost cannot see the guy in the mirror. Gotta go smoothly. Oh, there's a cafe here. Opens at 11. Rose Stop Cafe. Oh, I can see the land. Oh, look at this. Somebody's house. Very wealthy person from a long time ago. They had these kind of houses and gates were like this. The gate is still preserved nicely. Tons of money to build something like that. This probably was the land owner of all of this land here before the major restoration happened. Wow, look at that. That's a lot of land here. That's a lot of land. Oh, there's a road here. And the road continues there. Yeah, houses. Too bad. You know, greenery is disappearing. I like this guy's house, my gosh. I wonder if this gate is historic. He cannot get rid of it. He has some fancy buildings in there too. Old style Japanese warehouse. There's a piano lessons. You can take piano lessons here. There's a house over there. Oh. Well, he does piano lessons and has a cafe. Enjoying the hobbies. Right. Cafe right there. Actually, the cafe is a part of the gate. You know, usually there are rooms in the gates like these. A long time ago, there were rooms for guards, and they were sleeping in there while taking turns guarding. But, well, now I guess you make a cafe in it. If you have a gate still like this, you know, if you lost the money and you didn't have money to keep buildings like this, they were taken apart because wood was always valuable. And not many places like this exist today because of money, including the Edo Castle in Tokyo, which has burned down. 40 years, 20 years after it was built. It was never rebuilt after that. This is the guy's house here. Beautiful, and he's got beautiful big garden. Edo Castle has lots of buildings made of wood as well. They're all mostly gone, just few are left. And sometimes a wealthy businessman would buy something, and you know, like the guy who would invent the Nissan and all those big companies, he would indulge in buying. Yeah, I like that land of that with the beautiful buildings. I'll just buy it and I'll preserve the garden. And today, you know, like they just give it to the city. I mean, their family gives it to the city. City owns it now, and people can go in there, and that's how we can see those beautiful Japanese gardens. It's just because they were bought by a wealthy person a long time ago. Just imagine, you know, the whole Tokyo was like that, residences for high-ranking samurai lords, samurai lords, and you only see, like, you know, big office building, and by here it stands like a stone stele that says, yeah, this was the residence of this and this guy. Nothing's left anymore. Time passes. And it's nice, you know, lots of places that were private are public. Sometimes if you're lucky, you can find a park with that kind of big farmer's house and a gate, and you can go in there. Since it's public, you can even go inside the house. I think if you ask them, you can actually sleep in there. Unless Boy Scouts are occupying it or something, you know. I'm sure Boy Scouts would be the only fitting group of people, because no one knows, you know, you can rent these places. Oh, here's the nice catch of the watermill. Lots of parks have watermills like this, you know, the people a long time ago milled things. That's a tiny one, but I've been to big ones, and it's really spectacular. All the machinery is built from wood inside. Watermelon. Sometimes, you know, you can find a park where the people in Middle Ages lived, people before them lived there because there was water, all the way to people like 2,500 years lived there. And these guys never had any writing, so you can spot some graves here and there in the park, but you can never figure out who was buried in there. It's just too far back. And then you can actually go farther before that. Let's say 4,000 years ago, 10,000 years ago. You can also spot people's dwellings. But that was very rough life back then. I don't know how long you lived. 40, 50 maybe, if you're lucky. Very lucky, I guess. You have some rice paddies down there and more vegetables growing. Ooh, so sunny. Oh, this tree is flowering. This is a park center, an air conditioning place, toilets are in there. Sometimes they have exhibitions, festivals in here. Nice flowers. Dogwood, I guess. Maybe not. Crepe myrtle, I think. Crepe myrtle. Here, lots of agricultural land. Here's somebody's house, I guess. Yeah. Oh, two BMWs parked there. Yikes. And the gates are open. Is that safe? Another rich person. Somewhere around these areas, the person who designed, the designer for the anime, of the robots anime, lives. Like he designs all these robots, like Gundam. But you gotta know the anime, I guess. If you go to any of the train station here, he put up these robots everywhere. One station has a robot pair as a clock. Another station has a few other robots. There's even a robot dog somewhere, and a robot cyclist for the Olympics that was put not far away from here. Climbing the mountain. Oh, look at this guava tree here. Wow, it's huge. It's huge. This street here, this is an Olympic road race cyclist street. You can imagine like this. Whoa, they go! Speeding. Actually, they go down the street and then over there they turn up the mountain. Just imagine the sweating. And it was much hotter than today. I don't know how they could cycle from here in the heat of the summer. It was maybe 36 Celsius, 35. Going all the way to Mount Fuji from here and then down to the Fuji Speedway, doing some laps and finishing the race. Gosh, that's such an overkill. You have to be a machine to do that. Really brutal, hot, humid race. You have to drink. You have to, catch your supply car, get the net with the food. You already have, calculated how many calories you have to consume. Because if you eat too much while you are cycling, you're gonna get sleepy and tired. If you don't eat enough, you're gonna run out of calories on the way. So you have to have just the right amount of electrolytes, water and food. And you have to do it, I think, at least a few times on the way. You cannot just eat everything. Wow, climbing the mountain. This is one of the hills. The Tama River used to flow here so many millions of years ago and created these hills. And here's the Olympic cycling road. And here they turn right. And here are just houses. But right here's a school. Very well designed place. You can live in a house, your kids go to the school. After that they go to different school. And then I guess you have to go to the train station to go to university. And here it's pretty cool. I mean, you can go in half an hour to 45 minutes maybe to Shinjuku. And beyond that. Any questions about Japan? Wow, that's a big school here. And this is an elementary school. City Elementary School. That's their field. It's a pretty big school. It's also an evacuation place. In case of a disaster and the schools are loaded with supplies, areas to get shelter, gymnasiums, temporary tents, water, food. But it's rough if you have to evacuate. It's like living with a stress if you have to stay there for a month or more. Here's another park. There's a residential area lift up to this hill and tiny park in this greenway. Just wow, what is it flying here? Wasps? They're very tiny, maybe. What is this? Too big for ants. What is this? Can't really see, they're flying without stopping. Huh, some kind of a insect. Might be ants. No, it doesn't look like ants. Ah, yeah, tiny park. Squeezed. It's actually nice. There's water. Tiny playground. Oh, this is definitely a military plane. Pretty big. Going back to the base. Oh, over there is a Oyama mountain. That's far. That's the bear country over there already. That mountain. But it's fun to climb. You can do it at night, during day. You can go up half the mountain by a special lift. Funicular. There is a temple and a shrine at the middle of it. But if you really want to go up, yeah, it's probably 2 more hours up. Beautiful views there in the morning, especially in the winter. Might be some snow, but you can see Mount Fuji from one side and the ocean and these areas, Tokyo, Yokohama from another. And this is election. All the politicians advertise themselves on such banners. Who is trustable here? Nobody. Maybe. After election, this is taken down, of course. It's just temporary. Oh, green light. Green light. People are already waiting at the bus stop over there. I think there are 2 buses per hour, maybe more coming. Some places have more buses, some places have less. Places far away from the train station would have tons of buses, like every few minutes. But that depends on the city and all the companies who operate these buses. Usually, train stations are everywhere. It's hard to find a spot in the city without a train station. But there are some. Maybe inconvenient because you have to go by bus. But if you are by the train station, it's more expensive because you just have to step outside for a minute and catch a train, which is really spectacular if you enjoy eating out every day and enjoying, different place. Look at that parking. It's actually going down. No, it's not going down. It's one of those parkings where there are 4 cars in under 1 car, and you have to take it out. Mechanical parking to save space. Sometimes there are buildings that are like Ferris wheels with cars, like that kind of parking. You go and you have to press the number, and your car gets shuffled inside of that thing and comes out magically. These guys have normal parking. These are mechanical parkings. So it's also mechanical. You can expect maybe $100 or more a month for parking to pay. No, I don't know if it's expensive or not, but having a car is a luxury, especially when you can go everywhere by train. And another playground, and with tables. How cool is that? You can come here and enjoy afternoon tea or something. There's also this grocery store that comes and stops over there. It's like this K truck from one of the train line companies. They also have grocery stores, of course. Every train company has everything to bring their customers. Stores, grocery stores, department stores, buses, taxis, trains, train stations, buildings. It's a huge business. Here we have, you can see the underground parking. This thing lifts up maybe 3 levels higher, and you take your car out. And it's kind of a pain. But I guess if you get used to it, it's fine. Oh, someone is taking the car over there. You can hear the hum of the speaker of the car. You can see the car is lifted. You have to go, you took your car out, you have to go and lower this. I don't know what happens when typhoon comes. You might slash your car if it's a bad case. I've never heard of it. These have pretty good drainage, but you never know. It's 7:30 almost. People are probably leaving for work. Gonna be a hot day. Grass is growing so high here that it takes tons of money to mow it down. Every place has a maintenance. They order actually the maintenance crew to clip these trees and mow the grass. Looks nice though. Without the maintenance, I heard it's like $100 to clip one tree like this. So without the maintenance, it's a disaster. You will never see the trees will get overgrown by these grasses, vines. Like in the mountains, in the wild places. You will never find the entrance to your house. Over there you have bamboo growing. If you don't control that, it will spread everywhere. It's the worst weed of all. If you don't clip it, that's the end. It's actually tripled in size since I last came here. Anyway, I gotta get going. I'm running out of juice on my battery here. Thanks for watching, guys. If you wanna ask questions about Japan or just watch, you can subscribe to me. It's some kind of an acorn, but it's like a more chestnut than an acorn. So take care.